Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing good. As for me, I am doing fantastic. Those who don't know me, my name is Nati and I welcome you to Manchi Teaches You / Manchi Teacher Hub. Those who are joining us for the first time, guys, welcome. Feel free to take a seat wherever you want to sit. And those who are always joining us, guys, thank you very much. My subscribers, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. And those who want me to assist them with the CV, guys, it's 50 rand. It comes with the cover letter. And I also do one-on-one or online tutoring, which is 200. And I also do your assignment. So if you want me to assist you with your assignment, I'm your girl. Just go on the comment section and put it there. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I'll be so much to help. I'll be so happy. I'll be so much happy. I wanted to say happy. I'll be so much happy to assist you. Pardon me. Yes. Let's not waste time. Let's do office practice N4. So we all know that you have to read your instruction. It's very important. Read your instructions. So this is our instructions. Remember, section A is compulsory. You do the whole section A, but in section B you only choose 5 questions. If you do 6 questions, they're going to cancel 1 question, and you may find that on that one question which they've cancelled is the best question which you did. So be very careful. Choose questions which you know that this one I know the answers very well. Okay, so and the 5th instruction says start each question on a new page. Very important. You start each question on a new page. Okay, then let's go to section A, question 1. Various options are given as a possible answers to the following questions. Choose the correct answer and write only the letters next to the question number, which means you're not going to copy everything. You're just saying 1.1.1 and you put your letter. That's it. Okay, so the first question says the is the area that every person who visits the company will come to before being seen by the relevant person. Your answer there is B. It's reception. Then number 2, at this level, the person must have good time management, excellent people and linguistic skills, as they will be responsible for managing the entire telephone system. What is the answer there? The answer there is A. It's entry level. Number 3, all members of the organization are required to attend this meeting, as the items discussed will impact on everyone, for example, an AGM. What is your answer there on number 3? Your answer is B, general meeting. Then we go to number 4. This may only be opened by the addressee and usually contains sensitive information like disciplinary actions or retrenchment. What is your answer there? Your answer is D, which is highly confidential. Number 5. This layout is good for smaller groups where delegates or members are expected to participate. Chairs can only be placed along the horseshoe. Your answer there is what? Number 5. Your answer is D, U-shape style. U-shape style. Then we go to number 6. This refers to a system where documents which could logically be filed in more than one place are filed in such a way that it can be traced effectively. Your answer there is C, which is cross-referencing. Then we go to number 7. Telephone aid are accessories that are used when either planning or making a call. Which one of the following does not form part of the telephone aid? Your answer there is what? It's C, call blocking. Then we go to number 8. A/N is a commercial document, and the first official offer is issued by a buyer to a seller, and it indicates the type, quantity, and agreed upon price for a product. What is your answer there? Your answer there is A, which is an order form. Order form. Then we go to number 9. This guide contained a list of all the names and postal codes of post office in the cities, towns, and suburbs in the country, as well as all the postal agencies. What is your answer there? Your answer is B, postal code guide. Postal code guide. Then number 10. A person dealing with customer or visitors must be presentable at all times, as people hold a person in high esteem who is presentable and well-groomed. Which one does not form a part of being presentable? Your answer there is B, make connections. Make connections. So posture hygiene here is very, very important. It really shows us what kind of a person you are. Okay. Then we go to 1.2. 1.2, you're only writing true or false next to the question number. Let's start with 1.2.1 says, your personality is shown in the way you conduct yourself, your attitude, and approach towards your colleagues. What is the answer there? Your answer is true. Number 2, enlargement of task usually happens when work is loaded vertically and more responsibility and accountability is given to a what? To a secretary. What is your answer there? Your answer is false. Number 3, a motion should be drafted in such a way that a member who was absent from the meeting would have a clear picture of the proceedings. What is your answer there? It's false. Number 4, open shelves serves as guides since files can be separated into specific sections and can be made out of wood, plastic, or cardboard. What is your answer there? Your answer is false. Number 5, a requisition form is mainly used by organization when buying on credit and is very similar to the order form. What is your answer there? It's false. Then we go to 1.3. You are going to choose an answer from column B to matches column A. What you do, you write only the letter next to the question number. You don't write everything. You just write 1.3.1. If your answer is B, you write B to your question number. Okay, so let's start with column A. Column A, it says in writing. Column B, what is in writing? We have your answer there is B, which is memorandums, agenda, minutes, and reports. Remember, we do it what? In writing. Then number 2, orally. Orally is what? Number C, which is meeting, presentation, word of mouth. Then we go to number 3, electronically. It's F, which is email, SMS, Facebook, voicemail, and BBM. Then we go to telecommunication. Your answer is G on telecommunication. Telephone, cell phone, fax, Beltel, and internet. Then we go to number 5, mail. It's answer that it's A, which is letters, brochures, newsletters, and invitation. That's it for 1.3. Then let's go to 1.4. On your 1.4, it says complete the sentence by filling in missing word or words. Write only the word or words next to the question number. There's no need for you to write everything. You write only the word or the words. Okay? So the first one, 1.4.1 says, is a strong desire to achieve your goals. Your answer there is ambition. Number 2, trespassing on property with the purpose of stealing is, it's called what? a burglary. A burglary. Number 3, refers to what people think of an organization and the picture people have of it in their minds. Corporate image. Number 4, is a set of rules and regulations according to which an organization should be run. Constitution. Number 5, is a system whereby documents and records are kept safely and in an orderly manner in such a way that they cannot be found easily and quickly. Your answer there is what? Is filing. So we are done with section A, which is 50. Then let's go to section B. Remember, on section B, you have to answer any five. Okay? But I will do all those 6 questions. Question 2. Look at the picture below and answer the questions. 2.1.1. Name and discuss the sitting style that is depicted in the picture above. 4 marks. Name and discuss. Let's name. It's a U-shape. It's a U-shaped sitting style or horseshoe. You see, it looks like a horseshoe. You see? Yeah, it looks like a horseshoe. Then let's discuss the first one. This layout is good for smarter people where all members are expected to participate. Then number 2 of it, chairs can be placed alongside the horseshoe. Then number 3, the style is normally used for meetings and discussion. Then number 4, interaction between members is possible. That is your 2.1.1. Then we go to 2.1.2. List the 2 types of equipment that could be used in such meeting that will best suit the audience. We have writing boards, we have videos. They said 2, but let me give you the third one. It's communication media. So it's writing boards, videos, communication media. Then we go to 2.2. When the different departments of an organization send their filing to one location, where a qualified filing desk clerk does the filing, the company makes use of centralized filing system. Explain the advantages and disadvantages of this system. You must know what is a centralized filing, guys. So let's start with the advantages, which means I'm going to give it 4-4. Advantages. All documents are stored in one area. That's the first one. The second one, equipment and space are optimally used. That's the second one. The third one, it is clear who is responsible for the filing. That is the third one. The fourth one, only qualified personnel handle the system. Then we go to disadvantages. The first one, confidential information is available to everyone. The second one, it takes time to have a file after the request. The third one, files can be taken out by someone else when information is required. Number 4, it is suitable for companies that use the same subject files in different departments. Those are the advantages and disadvantages of the centralized filing system. Then we go to 2.3 says, state the 6 factors which influence the choice of reprographic process. You must know what is reprographic process. Number 1, quantity required. Number 2, cost. Number 3, paper. Number 4, color. Number 5, time available. Number 6, speed. Then we go to 2.4. Seminars, congresses, and conferences are all different forms of public meetings. Write down the 5 duties of a secretary during a conference. 5 duties. Number 1, arrive early and be prepared for any unexpected problems. Number 2, delegates must be received, registered, and payments made should be verified. Number 3, have a backup plan if, for example, a speaker cancels due to illness. Number 4, the people organizing the event must be available at all times. And the last one, number 5, have volunteers and members of staff available to answer questions and to assist the delegates. That is your question 2. Then we go to question 3. In question 3, you have to read here and then you can answer what? You can answer the following questions. It says, hygiene and sanitation related illness often lead to absenteeism in Mzansi schools. In an effort to promote good hygiene practices, Unlever has adapted the National School Hygiene and Sanitation Program into a free online educational website, Hygienica Castle, to make it fun for kids and parents. 3.1. Name 5 ways to take care of your body to get rid of dirt and unpleasant odors. Number 1, a daily bathing or washing routine is essential. Number 2, brush your teeth twice or 3 times a day to prevent bad breath. Number 4, remove, it's what number, no, it's number 3. Number 3, remove excess hair and beard regularly. Number 4, undergarments should never be visible. Your underwear should never be visible. Then number 5, critical self-examination in front of a mirror is essential before leaving the room. Those are 5 ways to take care of what? Of your body. Then we go to number 2, 3.2. An important function of the executive assistant is to keep the manager's diary. Name 5 guidelines that should use when making appointments. Number 1, appointments should preferably not be scheduled for earlier than 10 o'clock in the morning. Number 2, avoid appointments between 12 and 14. Except for lunch appointments. Number 3, avoid appointments for 16 o'clock as this time could be used for finalizing arrangements for the following day. Number 4, no appointment should be scheduled 2 days prior to departure for a business trip or 2 days after returning. Number 5, allow sufficient time for delays when the manager has to attend important meetings. Then we go to 3.3. A pleasant gathering on the phone is essential to a successful call because it sets the stage emotionally. Name and discuss the 5 important qualities to take into account. We have volume, the discussion of volume. Do not speak too softly or too loudly. Never shout. Speak as you would normally. Number 2, clearness. Speak clearly and pronounce words properly without sounding artificial. Number 3, politeness. Always be friendly and polite when talking, even if you are having a bad day. Number 4, eating. Do not speak with a mouth filled with food while eating sweets or chewing gum or while drinking. Number 5, voice expression. A well-modulated tone of voice will project well over the phone. Those are important qualities to take into account. Then we go to 3.4. Name 5 important things that the executive assistant should keep in mind when using the stock control card when doing stock taking. Number 1, the description of item. Number 2, the date received. Number 3, the maximum likely to be received. Number 4, the reorder level. Number 5, issues like quantity issued, requisition number, department. Those are your 5 important things. Then we go to question 4. We go to question 4. Whew. Sorry about that. On your question 4, it says, a business information dossier is a file that contains detailed documents which the executive assistant is responsible for complying. Give 5 guidelines which can be used when drafting a business information dossier. 5. Number 1, a list of the names of persons that forms a network helpline. Number 2, make sure that the file has an alphabetical index at the back, which will make easier to find information. Number 3, decide which filing system to use, for example, alphabetical or numerical. Number 4, decide on the location of the annual reports, organizational results, products, sale, statistics, and how to retrieve it. Number 5, internal information that can be utilized through network and the central database. Then we go to 4.2. The chairperson has a key role to play as he or she has legal authority. Name 5 qualities of a good chairperson. Number 1, must have a good knowledge of meeting procedure and be well informed with organizational activities. Number 2, must be a person of high integrity and morality and should be trusted and accepted by the members. Number 3, he or she must be able to communicate effectively, and should have adequate intellectual ability to figure out problems. Number 4, he or she should be consistently impartial and fair in his or her conduct towards members and must lead the meeting towards sensible decision. Number 5, he or she should be able to delegate responsibilities to others and with self-discipline apply him or herself to his or her duties. Those are 5 qualities of a good chairperson. Then we go to number 3. Table manners are rules of etiquette that should be followed when seated for a meal. Explain the basic rules that one should adhere to. Number 1, sit up straight and make sure that your elbows are off the table. Number 2, do not speak with your mouth full of food. Number 3, place your napkin or serviette on your lap. Number 4, wait until everyone is served before picking up your cutlery. Number 5, do not pick your teeth at the table, only in the bathroom. I know you guys, I know you You'll be saying, I need toothpick, I need toothpick. So it's wrong, it's rude. So they say. Then we go to question 5. When the executive assistant prepares for the purchase of stock, there are a few general questions that need to be answered. Name 5 of those questions. Number 1, who is responsible or who has the authority to purchase? Number 2, where, when, how much and what is purchased? Number 3, what about the price, quality, guarantees, deliveries, relate and after sales service? Number 4, is purchasing done at one central place? Number 5, how will payment be made, cash or credit? Those are 5 questions. Then we go to 5.2. Courtesy is very important when answering a telephone call. Explain 5 techniques that can be used by the executive assistant to show courtesy when receiving calls. Number 1, greet the caller by saying good morning or good afternoon or good day. Number 2, listen attentively to the caller and don't interrupt. Number 3, if you have to place the caller on hold to make further inquiries, ask if they can hold or if you can call back later. Number 4, if a person has accidentally dialed the wrong number, be polite because it could be one of your clients that has made such a mistake. Number 5, end a conversation by thanking the person for calling your company. Those are 5 techniques. Then we go to 5.3. Write down the steps to be followed when using the alphanumerical system in the office. 5. Number 1, arrange the files alphabetically, but do not be too strict. Number 2, alphabetically as well as numerical guide cards should be used. Number 3, index card, usually postcard size, should strictly be kept in alphabetical order in a separate drawer. Then number 4, an index to the files is used where each correspondent also gets a separate index card. Number 5, the documents in a file must be arranged chronologically. Then we go to 5.4. The executive assistant can use different techniques to improve his or her memory skills. Name 5 tips that could be used to remember names and other office details. Number 1, stay alert, get enough sleep and exercise regularly. Number 2, do not overload the brain with too much information. Guys, this one is for you who are writing. Repeat what you have read. Number 4, repeat what you have is number 3. Number 4, read to understand. And number 5, apply menomics. Apply menomics. Okay. Then we go to question 6. Give 5 suggestions on how the executive assistant should deal with interruption during meeting. Number 1, the executive assistant must arrange with the switchboard operator to redirect calls for the persons in the meeting to an efficient secretary. Number 2, the person should be able to take down the message accurately and will know to evaluate the importance of the calls. Number 3, when there is a telephone in the meeting room, it must be answered immediately. Number 4, people should be asked to switch off their cell phones before the meeting starts. And number 5, if the cell phone rings during the session, the person should be asked to take the call outside the room. Those are 5 suggestions. Then we go to 6.2. Reprography. Okay. Reprography is a process of reproducing, reprinting, or photocopying. Which factors should a secretary take into account when making his or her choice in this regard? Reprography. Okay. Which factors? Number 1, quantity required. If large quantities are required, offset printing can be used rather than photocopies. It is faster and cheap. Number 2, time available. If ample time is available, the document can be handwritten, while photocopying should be chosen when time is limited. Then we have color. The more color used, the longer and more expensive the process. Then we have paper. Glossy and matte paper are more expensive than the standards. Then the last one, paper used in a photocopier. Those are what are factors. Excuse me. Those are factors a secretary takes into account. Then we go to 6.3. Guys, avoid the sound of a machine. We are doing a laundry, so avoid it, please. Sorry about that. I'm very, very sorry. Then we go to 6.3. Mention 5 points to remember when a secretary works for more than one manager. Be aware of the differences between the managers and know very well what you should do for them. Number 2, make sure you know their strength and help them to overcome their weakness. Number 3, never show favoritism towards one manager above the other. Treat them alike. Number 4, treat all managers professionally, honestly, and fairly. Number 5, do not discuss the one manager with another. Then that is question 6. Then we go to question 7. Question 7. On question 7, 7.1 says, discuss the following telephone system. We have PABX. It says, it's a telephone switching unit that makes connections among the entire telephone lines in an organization. Then the second one, telephone conference, is a meeting conducted over the telephone among people in different geographical locations. Then we have answering device. Answering device, it is a machine used for answering the telephone when you are absent in the office, and it can record the messages. Then number 4, we have cellular phone, a device that can be used to make and receive calls over a radio link while moving around wide geographic area. Then we have teletext. Teletext, it operates like a telex machine, but it also has a typing function for correspondence that can later be stored on what? On a disk. On a disk, I meant to say, on a disk. Then we go to 7.2. Name 5 guidelines that executive assistants should use when issuing stock. Number 1, a specific person will be held responsible for the using of the stock, for the issuing of the stock. Number 2, the person in control must be very reliable person who know how to issue and control stock. Number 3, the person must be able to make decisions about the type and quantity of supplies. Number 4, record should be kept of what is issued. What is issued and to whom. Okay. Then we go to 7.3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 7.2, it says name 5 guidelines. 1, 2. Okay. Number 2, 7.2 says a specific person will be held responsible for the issuing of the stock. Number 2, the person in control room must be a very reliable person. Number 3, who know how to issue and control. You must look for a person who knows how to issue and control stock, which means here I made a mistake. Sorry, guys. So on 7.2, it's a specific person will head responsible for the issuing of the stock. Number 2, the person in control must be a very reliable person. Number 3, a person who is control must know how to issue and control stock. Number 4, the person must be able to make decision about the type and the quantity of supplies. Number 5, record should be kept of what is issued and to whom. Okay, I'm sorry for that mistake. That was me. Okay, I was so tired when I was doing this. Sorry. Then we go to the last one, 7.3. Give five guidelines that the executive assistant should keep in mind when receiving a visitor who has an appointment. Number 1, upon their arrival, the visitor's details are verified in the diary or appointment book. Number 2, request the visitor to sit down while you phone the manager to inform him or her of the visitor's arrival. Number 3, if the visitor arrives early for appointment, direct him or her to the waiting room. Number 4, if the manager who will be receiving the visitor is not immediately available, offer the visitor something to eat or drink. Number 5, the visitor's file has to be in the manager's office before the visitor arrives. So that's it for your office practice N4. The total is 200. So I wish you all the best. I wish you all the luck. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to put it on the comment section. See you next time. Bye.